The Battle of Stalingrad, 1942 to 1943, a turning point in the Second World War. The Battle of Stalingrad was not just a clash of armies, it was a clash of wills, ideologies, and endurance. Fought between the Axis powers led by Nazi Germany and the Soviet Union, it took place from August 23, 1942 to February 2, 1943, in the Russian city of Stalingrad, now Volgograd. What began as a German offensive to seize control of the city on the Volga River soon turned into a nightmarish struggle for survival amid the ruins of a shattered metropolis. As the German Sixth Army, commanded by General Friedrich Paulus, advanced deep into Soviet territory, Adolf Hitler declared that Stalingrad must be taken at any cost. The city, named after Soviet leader Joseph Stalin, held symbolic value. Capturing it would be a psychological and political victory for the Germans, but Stalin ordered his troops to defend it to the last man. This set the stage for one of the bloodiest confrontations ever recorded. By late summer 1942, Stalingrad was under relentless bombardment. Luftwaffe bombers reduced the city to rubble, yet the destruction only favored the defenders. The streets, now filled with debris and twisted metal, became perfect cover for Soviet snipers and small assault units. The fighting was so close that soldiers often fought room to room, floor by floor, in factories, houses, and ruins. This brutal style of combat became known as Rattenkrieg, the Rat War. The Soviet 62nd Army, led by General Vasily Chuikov, held on tenaciously, often cut off from supplies and surrounded. They crossed the Volga under constant fire, bringing reinforcements and ammunition through icy waters. Every building became a fortress. Landmarks such as the Red October factory, the grain elevator, and Pavlov's house became symbols of unyielding resistance. The morale of the German troops, once confident of victory, began to crumble as winter set in. Then came Operation Uranus, a massive Soviet counteroffensive launched in November 1942. Instead of attacking Stalingrad directly, the Red Army struck the weaker Romanian and Hungarian forces guarding the German flanks. Within days, the Soviet forces encircled over 300,000 Axis soldiers inside the city. The once mighty German Sixth Army was trapped in a frozen death trap. Hitler ordered Paulus to stand fast, refusing to allow retreat. Supplies were supposed to come by air, but the Luftwaffe failed miserably. Only a fraction of what was needed ever reached the soldiers. Hunger, frostbite, and despair took hold. The temperature dropped to -30 degrees Celsius, and men began to die not from bullets, but from starvation and cold. Entire divisions vanished in the snow. By January 1943, the Soviet forces tightened their noose. On February 2, 1943, Paulus surrendered, the first German field marshal ever to do so. Out of the 300,000 Axis soldiers, fewer than 100,000 were taken prisoner, and only about 5,000 would ever return home. Stalingrad was reduced to ashes, but it stood unbroken. The victory at Stalingrad marked the turning point of World War II on the Eastern Front. It shattered the myth of German invincibility and gave the Soviet Union the momentum to push westward, eventually capturing Berlin in 1945. The battle cost an estimated 2 million lives, making it the deadliest single battle in human history. In the end, Stalingrad was not merely a military triumph. It was a testament to human endurance and the terrible price of war. The ruins of the city became sacred ground, a reminder that in the face of unimaginable suffering, the human spirit could still defy annihilation.